Welcome back to Sentai Gears, What We Know So Far, once again. It has already been 3 months since the start of Zenkaiger, and as we continue to get further into the series, we are seeing more and more Sentai Gears being shown off. Today, with part 4, we'll take a look at what gears we learned about during the month of May, as we do each month. But before we dive right into that, I'm happy to announce that today's video is once again sponsored by Buyee. With only a couple of Sentais left to be revealed in the toy line for release, it is a great time to dive into collecting, knowing that we're close to a full set, and that's where Buyee can help you out. If you have never heard of Buyee, they are one of the leading Japanese proxy shopping services that you can use to purchase items from stores that don't usually ship outside of Japan. It's super easy to use. You just head to their sites where you can search through the numerous stores, you find your items, then you have Buyee bid on them or purchase them for you, then you just wait for them to arrive at their warehouse and ship it to you. I was actually recently able to use Buyee to purchase one of the winning Choco campaign price stickers for those special gears on one of their offered stores, so they've been a big help in my gear collection. If you'd like to try Buyee, there's a link in the description below for new users to get a 2,000 yen coupon off their first purchase when they sign up. So start hunting for those Sentai gears today, and a huge thanks to Buyee for sponsoring this video. May was the lightest month of gear news so far, but that doesn't mean that there isn't some neat things to discuss. A lot of the gears we saw this month came as surprises in the show and weren't shown off in Telebukun first as usual. These included using the Turbo Ranger gear in episode 12, which allowed the team to move again when the Snail World monster made them move slowly. The Zenkaigers arrested TwoKaiser with the help of the Deca Ranger gear. The Geki Ranger gear was used by TwoKaiser to summon Geki Chopper's Psyblade, and the Goseiger gear was used to summon a Tensoder and use the powers of the Gosei cards. All of these helped fill out the chart more and move more towards a complete set. What was really interesting to see this month is how the gears for the Legend Sentai are being used in the series by TwoKaiser. As we saw with the Deluxe Gear Darliner toy, placing a regular Sentai gear in the toy makes it say a generic sound, which is actually accurate to the show. We see that Zox's sister Flint has recreated all of the Sentai gears for him to use, which ends up having a really cool effect where the 6th Ranger, or just an extra hero from a certain Sentai, is summoned when he uses them as compared to when the Zenkaigers summon the whole core team. Episode 12's usage of the Turbo Ranger gear actually was a perfect example for the deep cuts that Zenkaiger is pulling from. When TwoKaiser used the gear, Blue Turbo was summoned as his team representative, which was actually a reference to the second temporary user of the Blue Turbo suit in episode 43 of Turbo Ranger. We see from upcoming scans for June's episodes that TwoKaiser will continue not to just use the abilities of 6 Rangers, but he's also seen being able to grow big like Koguma Sky Blue from Q Ranger with usage of their gear, and Koguma Sky Blue is not necessarily the 6th of the team. Speaking of the Q Ranger gear and moving on to the toy releases upcoming in June, we already discussed the contents of Candy Toy Set 3 last month, which will be out in about 2 weeks, but that set will have Q Ranger alongside Zyuohger and Car Ranger, so there's just a little reminder there. The next grouping of gears we are getting though was revealed last month. Gashapon Set 5 was revealed to be coming in September of 2021 with 6 more Legend Sentai gears we had not had before, but most of them are which have already been used in the show just recently. This set will include the Denjiman, Flashman, Turbo Ranger, Maji Ranger, Goseiger, and Kyoryuger gears. This is the first time that we've seen the Maji Ranger gear as a regular gear, and not just one of Stay Caesar's dark gears. Kyoryuger was first seen all the way back on that leaked design sheet in December, so it's nice to finally see it get a release. And of course, the pattern of the metallic rare gears continues once again with this set, as the rare this time around is Zenkai Vloon. Thanks to another piece of merchandise, we got our first look at the regular Bokenjo gear in its non-EVA format as well. In August, they are going to be releasing a series of plushies based off of the last 4 anniversary reds, so Gal Red, Boken Red, Gokai Red, and Juo Eagle. Each of these come with a little acrylic keychain of their Sentai gear, which is where we see the Bokenjo one appear. Also, for those who missed out on the apparel release of the Kiramager gear in March and in May, it is actually getting a re-release once again in July alongside a Zenkaiger pouch, kind of like a pencil case. So it's neat to see that we have one more way to obtain this gear so it becomes less rare. We do have 2 brand new gears appearing in the show very soon, thanks to the newest batch of Telebi magazine scans, and that is both versions of the Jaka gear. These will actually be appearing in this weekend's episode, so it's pretty topical. It appears that Stacy will be summoning an evil team of the Core 4 with his dark version of the Jaka gear, and then Zox will counter that and turn them onto his side using Big One's powers with the proper gear. Speaking of Jaka, they are one of the 12 remaining gears without a release confirmed so far. Being only 3 months into the show, we have seen 5 gears so far that have not been confirmed for a toy line release yet, those being Jaka, Goggle 5, Deca Ranger, Geki Ranger, and Ninja. Bokenger is just kind of floating out there, having not appeared in the toy line proper or in the show yet. But we also have 6 gears that have not been seen in either things, and haven't even been seen in like how Bokenger has with the plushes. And those are Dynaman, Bioman, Changeman, a regular version of the 5-man gear, we have seen Stacy's Dark one, Go-Go 5, and Abba Ranger. Now, the contents of Candy Toy Set 4 in August are still unknown, so it's likely that half of these will be taken care of in there, and then the other half we'll see in a potential Gashapon Set 6 for November or something, but we'll just have to wait and see. There is another potential place to have more gears come from, and that is the upcoming film Kamen Rider Saber plus Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger Superhero Senki. The 2-die hero gear is already coming out around the time of the film, but the gear to leaner does have sounds that can be unlocked with a regular Kamen Rider Saber, and Zenkaiger movie version gears. Some or all of we'll probably see soon as ticket bonuses or such. Surprisingly, another month has gone by without a toy release of Stay Caesar's gear Toji Leaner to be revealed yet, so hopefully we'll see that being revealed sooner rather than later. And with that, this part of the series is done, and that is all the information on Sentai gears we have seen or learned about in the month of May. Next month, when we return for part 5, we should see what the Zenkaiju gear will look like, as the next batch of Telebikun scans should have the reveal of Super Zenkaiser and Super Tsukaiser. Thank you all for watching this part, and a huge thank you to Buyee for sponsoring this video. Be sure to check out the sign up link in the description below. And until next time, you can follow me on Twitter at LivingRangerKey or at LightningFigPR. Zenroku Zenkai.